Welcome back! Eternal Dragon here with one more build before the DLC drops for Wonderlands and we all start looking towards all the new gear and cool stuff. The best part about this build, it is a no DLC build that you can use to farm the entire game or the upcoming DLC. So let's take a quick look. Starting off, we are using a Boniface's Soul in the first slot. We are using that for two different reasons. First of all, every time you use it to reload, throwing it like this, you see we are getting a stack of spell weaving. And you want to always keep your spell weaving up at 11. That'll maximize the damage that you can do at any given point. The second really great part about this weapon is that every time one of these thrown variants of the weapon hits an enemy, it will refill your ward. And that'll be really important on this build, and you'll see that in a minute. Other than that, for the weapons, we are using Crossblade shotguns with a focus on the Dark Magic Crossblade. This gun is just tons of fun to use. You can fill up your life with it because it's dark magic, and it does a crazy amount of damage while also passing through enemies, so you can clear out whole mob groups with this thing. We're hitting for over 100k a shot with this thing once the damage really gets going. Tons of fun. So you see we've got the dark magic, we've got the cryo, we've got the poison variants here, and the overarching enchantment scheme is just increasing damage. So we've got increased damage on spellcast here, over in the melee slot, increased damage dealt on action skill start, increased elemental damage there, and over here increased gun damage. So you're going to want to trigger each of these as you are fighting. Over here in the melee slot, we have the Twin Soul of the Assassin with Caustic and Amped. The Caustic so that we can increase our status effect damage, especially while our ability is active. And the Amped so we can get even more damage when we're firing the shotgun. And because we do want to break our shield, you want to run up, boop an enemy, and it gives the boss the perfect opportunity to hit you, break your shield, so you amp your damage in that way, and with the Cursed Wit, where when the shield is down, we gain 100% increased damage to nearby enemies. That's pretty much going to be any enemy that's near you with this build. So 100% extra damage there again, and our shield is not going to be going back up due to glass cannon, and we will not be getting any shield back when we reload. Here with mage armor, we did not take it. So that really is the reason that you want to also have the Boniface's Soul. If at any point you feel like you need to get your shield back up, just switch over to this and give it a toss. Over here for rings, we have mood rings. Again, because we're going to be wanting to have our shield down. One for gun, one for ability. Over here, we have a universal soldier in the amulet slot, all damage dealt with gun damage and spell shot power. I also like the fire rate on this one, just gives you that chance to fire your shotgun a little bit more quickly. And also the universal soldier, when we are booping to get our amp damage here, it will give us a chance to refill the ammo in our shotgun without having to reload. And I mean, sometimes you do want to reload, get those extra spell weaving stacks, but other times you don't want to, you just want to keep shooting. Perfect combo right there for that. Our armor is a paradigm. See, we get an extra stack of, what is that, thread? High thread count. Right here, so that we get those extra spell weaving stacks. Good times, that's how we get up to 11. Other than that, you see we're also taking our spell damage from the spell shot side of the build, and applying it to both our melee and our ability damage, so when you swing this, you can still hit for, I've seen about 33,000 damage sometimes when you swing this thing. And I mean, that's when you're at maximum damage potential, but that's not too shabby. And this will also be increasing the damage of our Cyclone ability. Now right here, we're going to be using a triggering Fortifying Sigil. It will be giving us 20% extra damage while we're inside of it, and healing us for 8% health per second. This thing is actually fantastic. It has a few other things other than the damage. It will stop incoming projectiles on the outside of it, so that's fantastic. It'll stop a lot of even bigger boss projectiles, like Drill's grenades that he throws will bounce off the outside of this. And on top of it, you can use it for some pretty interesting things, like when you want to get to the green raid boss. You can actually put this down when you're doing the little puzzle, and this sigil will pop the little balls for that puzzle. Now, I don't want to spoil the rest of the puzzle for people, so I'm not going to show it right now, but just know that the sigil has a lot of effects. The damage, the life, and reflecting projectiles away, and actually being able to destroy things as well. So that is all the gear. Moving over to skills. We are a Spell Shot Spore Warden. We are going to be focusing on Blizzard. And this ability damage is actually going to be triggering this at all times, as this ability hits fairly often. So while we have the Blizzard up, we will actually be triggering this constantly, which will just give us tons of extra damage. Tons of extra damage. So over here on the Spell Shot side, you see we've got a little bit of spell crit, max out magic bullets for extra gun damage. We want tons of reload speed for the shotgun, because they kind of reload slow. Fire rate here, shoot a little bit faster. You got your spell cooldown, your action skill cooldown rate. You see we're going to be doubling up on the action skill cooldown rate. Keep that cyclone going at all times. Here's your glass cannon. This keeps your ward down and extra spell damage, which is going into your guns. High thread count at 2. 4 points here for the bonus damage again when we're casting spells. And then down to here, yet again, extra gun damage for our spell weaving stacks. On this side, we've got the basic stuff that you want from your little companion mushroom buddy. Like I said here, we got the action skill cooldown rate. We are going for maxed out ability damage with just a small amount of ammo reload, just to try to get that extra shot every so often with the shotgun. It will pay off. Over here, extra gun damage and handling to give you better control of the shotgun, and of course more damage. And you see, we haven't taken either of these, but that is so that we can take both this and this. So that's the build, folks. I hope you have fun with this one. The save will be, of course, in the Discord for you to try out. I hope that you guys all enjoy the DLC that is coming, because, guys, I am so hyped for that. I am very excited for that, and it's just hours now until that comes out. So, until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, help me beat that crazy algorithm. Oh man, I got slapped by it last week. We did not do well. But that's okay. New build, new week, new DLC. I am excited to see you all online, folks. Don't forget that I stream live over on Twitch. I'd love to see you there. And I will be having a crazy 12-hour event this Friday. That said, happy gaming.